Hey guys, it's Bill here. I'm going to go through generate some lineup for the 10:30 p.m. slate on Draftkings tonight. I've picked out a few guys here that I'm going to pair together, and for this lineup optimizer you got to choose two guys to be able to generate lineups. It's for FantasyPros. FantasyPros is actually it's a pretty good lineup optimizer. Like I was saying earlier, I use it for NBA and NFL. The NFL lineups I made this weekend did awesome. I had one lineup that generated like 217 points for NFL, and another one that was 207. I put in 20 lineups, and those ones did really well. This lineup optimizer it's pretty cool. So let me show you here. We got, let's see. What I do is I pick somebody that I really like that's high priced. So in this case I like Carl Anthony Towns. Then I also pick somebody that's low priced and low owned. That way it'll kind of differentiate your lineup and kind of set you apart from everybody else. So I'm going to go with Towns and Beverly. Let's see, Patrick Beverly's right here. He's only 3,800 on Draftkings. He's got low ownership, so I'm going to go with him. And he's also low price, so I can pair him with this high priced guy and still get some value players. So I'll pick them two guys. It'll automatically generate a lineup here, but I'm actually going to use the multi-lineup one, because I usually do about 3 lineups per pair that I pick out. I feel like it gives me a stronger lineup. If I go generating like 5 or 10 lineups off of two guys, I feel like towards the end, when it gets to like the 8th, 9th, 10th lineup, you start getting the weaker lineups that aren't very good. So I usually just generate like 3 lineups, and I'll pick out 2 or 3 more guys, pair them together, generate 3 more lineups. It's just, I mean, I've done it 100 different ways, and that's just the way that I've found out that has won me more money that way. So, and placed more often. So when you go generating just 20 lineups off only selecting 2 guys, you'd be lucky if 3 or 4 of them place. So you're better off doing it this way. It creates stronger lineups. So in this case, I'm going to go with 3 lineups. I'll build the lineups here. Let's see. I'll put them on the screen here, so if you want to pause the video and take a look at them. I just do this so it kind of gives you guys, if you guys have never used FantasyPros, it's a pretty awesome lineup optimizer. So I'm just kind of like, if you don't want to go pay for it, you can follow my videos. I'm going to continue to post lineups on YouTube here. I've been doing pretty well with it. Of course, I'll generate some lineups, and I usually change one guy or something, because obviously if I'm posting them on YouTube, people start using the lineups, and I don't want to be having the same lineups as everybody else. So I'll usually generate some lineups, and I'll kind of just change one guy here and there. But I mean, these lineups here are pretty sufficient. If you want to try out the lineups, see how they do for you, you just hit Save Lineups. And then it'll go into your saved. And then we go back over here to multi-lineups. Gotta make sure we clear them out so we can do our next set of guys. My next set of guys I'm going to use, let's see here, I'm going to go with Butler. Butler is 8,200 on DraftKings. I feel like he's going to have a pretty good night. He's got pretty good value too. His value is over here, which is basically the salary compared to the projected points. He's projected 44 points, so his salary is pretty good value for a 44-point projection. So we'll go with Jimmy Butler, and let's see, we'll get these guys out of here. Let's see, Kyle Anderson. Let's see, yeah, there he is. I'm going to pair him with him because he's only 4,000. I feel like he's going to have a decent night too. He's projected 20 points, but I feel like he's going to do a little better than that. Let's see. We're going to do the same thing with it. Generate 3 lineups. And I mean, this lineup optimizer really does work. I would recommend maybe just trying one of these lineup or a couple of these lineups and putting them in and see how they do. I mean, it basically speaks for itself. It puts pretty solid lineups together for you. I've been pretty profitable since I've been using FantasyPros. I mean, I've used a whole bunch of different lineup optimizers. I've used Roto Grinder, Roto Wire, the whole list. And I just kind of figured out that I also use Draft Dashboard. I just kind of figured out that this one's been the most accurate with predictions and stuff. For NFL, there's some awesome features for NFL, and on top of that, it's got a lot of features for NFL for your draft, for doing like your weekly pickups off the waiver wire. It'll literally tell you. It'll go through and rate your team. It'll tell you. You can actually put it on autopilot, and it'll actually switch players out for you if they get hurt, or if there's a better guy that comes up and his projected points goes up higher than the guy that's playing you already have playing. It'll switch it out for you. I mean, it'll send you an email and ask you if you want to switch it, but this FantasyPros, it does everything. There's so many options, so many different tools on this thing. I mean, if you hover over NFL, you can see there's all kinds of tools on there. It's definitely worth the $20 a month. A lot of them places seem like they're charging like $50 a month, things like that. I've bought a $50 a month one before, and this one just seems like it's better than the more expensive ones. Produces more profitable lineups. So we'll go ahead and save these lineups too. Alright, and they're all in the saved. Got 6 lineups. And there we go. So I'll go through them a little bit here. You can pause the video if you want to use any of these lineups. There you go. And I'm going to continue to basically optimize lineups for you and put them on here. I'm going to do those daily. So if you want to follow my videos, just hit the subscribe button below. Hit the like button, I'd appreciate it. And if you have any comments, if you want me to try anything different, if you want me to do anything different, I'd be happy to do that. Make some videos and show you anything you need to know about this. I kind of hover over like some of the stuff you can do on NBA. There's all kinds of cool stuff on there. Value plays, you can find value plays in DFS. It's got a cheat sheet, lineup optimizer. I don't know. It's got all kinds of cool stuff. For NFL, there's something really cool. You can do the starter sit, and you can put 2 of your players from your lineup into this starter sit. Well, let me see here. Hold on a second. Yeah, who should I start? That's what I meant. Who should I start? So you can put in like Cooper Kupp or Josh Gordon, and it'll let you know which one you should start. They've got hundreds of experts on here, and they rank the experts. And you can pick which experts you want to use. Like you can use the top 10 experts. There's all kinds of cool stuff you can do on here. I definitely would recommend it. I'll post a link down in the description if you're interested in this. If you don't want to, the lineup optimizer is only like $20, but if you don't want to pay the $20, you can just follow my lineups. I'll continue to post them. But that's pretty much all I got for you guys tonight. Good luck with your games and have a good night.